So welcome once again to my channel. My name is Sega and this is SegaShotIt. So today we are going to collaborate a clip from a visualizer that I shot for a Ghanaian musician, Achede Music. So let's start. First of all, we will rename this node color space transform because we have to convert this log to a Rec 709. This was shot on a Canon R. So let's convert it from a C log to a Rec 709. Let's add a color space transform. The input space, let's choose a Canon Cinema Gamma, and then the input gamma, let's choose a Canon LUT 3. The output color space, DaVinci wide gamut. The output gamma, DaVinci intermediate. So let's check our timeline to see if we have the same thing over there. Okay, so our time color space, DaVinci wide gamut, DaVinci intermediate. Output color space, Rec 709 gamma 2.4. That's correct. So let's add another node, and then let's name this one a Rec 709. Let's add a color space transform. The input color space, let's choose a DaVinci wide gamut, input gamma, DaVinci intermediate, and then the output color space, Rec 709. The output gamma, let's choose a 2.4. So basically this is how we convert a Canon log to a Rec 709. Let's do a basic correction. Let's reduce the lift a little bit, like -2. Let's reduce highlight to -15. I think this is okay. Let's balance our whites. There is no white point here that I can use to balance the white, but I want to add a little blue to the clip. So let's go to -20. Let's add a tint of 3. So let's see if it looks good. The picture looks very warm, so let's add a -3 instead, or -2.5. Okay, this looks good. So now we have this. Let's add our lookup table, then we continue with the grade. Once I'm done with the basic corrections, I just add my lookup table. That's my LUT, and then where is it? The SegaShotIt LUT. This is how it looks like, but we'll work on it. So let's reduce the key output gain to 0.7. I think it looks good. And then let's add a before node here. You can add by hitting Shift S or using the right click method. Let me separate it. We will name this exposure because after everything we will boost the gain here. So let's add a little gain. Yes, I think this is okay. And then let's add a little gain here to 0.4. 0.4. I think this is okay. This is how our clip looks like. Yes. So let's continue. Let's add a node and let's call it a PW. Let's come to our window. Let's choose this. Let's balance it on the face because I want to work only on this portion. Yes, let's add a softness of 12, and then let's track it so that if our character moves, it will follow her. Let's start. All right. And an outside node, that's an Alt O. So I'll reduce the curve here. You see what is happening here, and then I'll boost this to add some brightness to the face of. Yes, I think this is okay. Let's add a node to work on her skin. So let's choose her skin. I think this is her skin. Let's switch this to a highlight so that we can see her skin. So the pre-filter, let's add like 0.8, then clear white 5, the black 5, a blur radius of, let's say 10. 10 is okay. So let's attack the skin. We'll choose hue versus hue. Let's select the skin. Let's move a little bit from the redness. Then let's reduce. If we boost, this is how the skin looks like, and if we reduce, this is how the skin looks like. So we reduce it minus this. I think this skin is okay. Let's do it minus 3.5. Okay, now let's name this skin. Let's name this QWO. Now let's add a node. And let's call this node hue versus saturation. Now let's choose our hue versus saturation. This is where we boost colors. So this blue, let's move a little bit here. Let's boost it. This blue, let's boost it a little bit. Yes, I think this is okay. Let's add some contrast to it. Like 0.50 is okay. Add some contrast to it. Then let's still boost this portion. Alright. And then let's add a node here. and let's name it HDR. Let's name it HDR. Then let's come to this side. Let's reduce the brightness, the exposure to -15. Let's boost this by 5. Light. Light -10. Highlights -8. Yes. Now let's come to where we work on the skin, and then the mid details. Let's give it a -15 so that she can look smooth. -15 is not working. Okay, let's give it a -35. Let's see. I think this is better. Let me see. Alright, I think this is better. Alright. Now let's add a C curve to boost, a curve to boost our midpoints. So let's switch to this, and then let's reduce this. Let's boost this instead. No, this is okay. Let's reduce the highlights. Now let's add some sharpness. That's up sharpness. 0.46, 11, 3.5. Let's add another node. Let's name this one vignette, and then let's come to our power window, stretch it all the way out, and stretch it all the way up. Let's add a softness of 12, invert it, and then let's switch back to our curve, and then reduce this. Okay, I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Yes. Let's go to our basic correction, and then let's switch to this. Let's reduce a little bit of highlights and shadows. And let's boost our makeup. Yes. So now, finally, let's boot our saturation channel. So call this SAT. Let's call this SAT, and then come to the channels, turn off the channel 1 and then the channel 3, and then the color space, choose HSV, come to the primary host, and then if when you add the gain, you see the colors become small. So let's reduce small. It looks very saturated, so let's reduce small to like 94. I think 94 is okay, so let's see. I think 94 is okay. So basically, this is how I did the grading for this shoot. Let me reduce this a little bit. too much. Then the exposure, let me reduce it to 5. I think 8 is okay. So basically this is how I did the grading. This is how I did it. Alright. So thanks for watching. Yes, yes, a push I'll be back. I'm farming, but fear. More man, I want to say.